House, which was held at RFK Stadium in Washington. That always brings the party out. And it's not just about economic fun. You bring the fans of black college football from all over the place. You may not necessarily have Howard fans. You may not necessarily have Morehouse fans. You may not necessarily have Central fans. You may not necessarily have Kentucky State fans. But you have fans who want to get that experience where it's like to go to an HBCU and see what college football is up close and personal. So when they see that type of event and they see that exposure again, it may want to inspire them to take athletes and say, yeah, I want to go to that school. I saw this school play in this stadium where I want to play. I may want to go to that school and play for them as well. Maybe I can play here in Indianapolis or MetLife Stadium or down in Atlanta or somewhere else. The more exposure they get is better. And definitely by economic impact, because a lot of people will buy those tickets. They may not fill up the entire stadium, because I don't think they're going to open the entire stadium as they wait for a Colts game. But you better believe there'll be a lot of full seats when you have to Lucas Oil Stadium this weekend. I would be surprised if the numbers are not surpassing or close to near the six-digit mark.
I would not be surprised with that either. And looking at the city of Indianapolis, which has really come on lately, they've hosted a Super Bowl. They've hosted a Final Four in the same place in Lucas Oil Stadium. Of course, it's the home to the IHSAA basketball championships, and the girls' championships are going to be moving to Bankers Life Fieldhouse, a championship that I've experienced recently. This time of year, with the popularity of the Colts and the Circle City Classic coming into Indianapolis, in particular the downtown area, the only other thing that would rival it, aside of a Colts game, would be the Big Ten Championship, which also plays Lucas Oil Stadium. But, you know, aside of all of that, the impact of black college football, all right? Let's put that on the table right now. Let's just put it out there and say it. Black college football is in the spotlight. What I am waiting for, and I'm hoping it starts happening soon, is to get the spotlight times. I'm talking 6 p.m. and beyond. Okay? That is coming. All right? Now, this plays at 3 o'clock Eastern time, but it's as it looks right now, it's a perfect time for them to play. The people get in. They get to experience everything. They get to experience the events of the entire week, and that's what you have to love about these black college football classics. It's not just about the football game. It's a full week of activity to bring the people in to their cities. And I mentioned some of them before, and some in the Meadowlands in New Jersey, the New York area, Atlanta, Chicago, Indianapolis, New Orleans, especially around Thanksgiving because of the Bayou Classic. It's a week of activity to unite the black community. I'll say it again, uniting the black community for a full week centered around a football game to put black college football on the map and hopefully use that week to springboard into a great finish of 2014 and a terrific beginning in the black community for 2015.
Nothing like it, isn't it, Brian? And it's not just about the game itself, as you mentioned, you're right. Because one thing about black college sports, it's not just football. It's always, and I'm going to be biased here because I am a graduate, it's about the band.
Yes.
The marching bands are always in anything, and this is a true statement. Sometimes, Brian, the marching bands outweigh what goes on the playing field.
Yeah.
Most fans of black college football look forward to the halftime show because of the marching band. And if you watch that movie Drumline, that was pretty much what they were telling you about what the black college football experience is about. You can go watch the game, but everybody waits with great anticipation for halftime because that is when the marching bands from each institution come out there and put on a heart-stopping show that you will never forget. You'll probably be talking more about the band itself than the game because everybody always looks forward to looking out to together. And when you watch marching bands from black colleges, you're not talking about traditional fight songs, Brian.
No.
You're talking about some of the stuff we listen to on the radio and what we hear in the mainstream media and in pop culture. That, right there, if anything, is what defines black college football. The marching bands and what they do during halftime. And, of course, the tailgate is also a part of that because everybody's out there on their grills and chilling out in the parking lot, having a cold one, relaxing, catching up with alumni, friends, and whatnot. There's nothing like the Black Lawn experience, Brian. And like I said, I know you beat the dead horse, but once you get out there this weekend, you'll see for yourself. I think you haven't experienced it yet, but you, my friend, are going to take away an experience and you're going to remember for a very long time.
It's going to be such an experience that I can't wait for. The closest I've gotten to that was 1994 when I was living in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I attended a game at Aggie Stadium with North Carolina A&T hosting Bethune-Cookman. And you mentioned the Battle of the Bands. That's always at a black college football game. That's always the halftime show, and it is one hell of a show. But it's on such a bigger stage. Being at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, bringing the black college football experience to the big city, to the big stage. And like you said, sometimes it upstages the football game because you want to see what the bands can do. The fans that come in want to see what the bands can do. The last couple of years, about 40,000 plus have graced Lucas Oil Stadium. I've also had a chance to see the Southern University's band when I was calling a high school game back in 1997. There are some very renowned bands at the black colleges that really get to show their stuff in a game like in and during a game like this. The bands really get together and really put on a show.
Right, and as I mentioned, it's going to be an experience, Brian. I mean, I wish I could be out there this weekend, but I'm going to get my taste of black college football in November when my alma mater, Howard, comes up here to Connecticut to play at Central Connecticut State. But this weekend is all about the Circle Street Classic, and I'm telling you, the party's going to start. If it's not started tonight, it's definitely going to kick in high gear tomorrow, and it's going to carry through the weekend. And there's always, not just after the game, Brian, the after party.
Yes.
I'm sure Indianapolis is going to be jumping after the game on Saturday.
Oh, my word, yes.
Around. Yeah. You're going to have a lot of activity going around that stadium after the game Saturday. So, stay out color, okay?
Oh, man. Michael Lau joining me on this delightful conversation as we get everybody ready for a big, big weekend in Indianapolis, Indiana at Lucas Oil Stadium. It is Central State and Kentucky State, our first ever live play-by-play coverage of the Circle City Classic in Indianapolis. And you know what? This is only the start of it because we barely missed the Chicago Football Classic. We're going to have that next year. Was told that. We got this one. And the one that I really want, the one that I have put on my bucket list is the one down at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. That's Grambling and Southern. That's the Bayou Classic.
Huh. You know what, Brian? Everybody wants to hold that one because they say that's the most popular one because of the fact that it's on national TV.
Yeah.
And Grambling and Southern have been playing each other for many years. Many years. Like you said, it's a pre-Thanksgiving treat for black college football fans. And it usually frequently ends the black college football fan because that's the best way to close out the season with a holiday classic like that. And I'll be watching it on national TV, and I'm sure a lot of people will be down there in New Orleans jumping like they're going to be doing this weekend in Indianapolis.
Looking at how this will parlay into our coverage of the SIAC and the CIAA, and hearing the excitement, and I know you've been there, you've heard it too, hearing the excitement in the athletic directors' voices and in the SID's voices about coverage coming to the HBCUs, how big of an impact is this on them as a staff knowing that they're going to have to really bring it when the coverage comes to them?
Absolutely. And I think I think this in itself is a stepping stone towards that goal. And the main thing that we have to continue to do, Brian, is push the envelope. You see, it takes sometimes you got to crawl before you can walk. Well, we're now walking, and we're going to continue walking. Who said that this is the last one to do? I think this is the start of something big for ASN and its coverage going forward. Let's not stop here. Keep pushing it, and who knows? I think you also had another four-letter college for next competitor in mind. I believe that would be Charlotte, North Carolina, Brian, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. And believe it or not, that's one that gets a little bit more pub, even as a Division II program. Division II conference round, too.
Yeah.
So I think that's another one you might want to add to your bucket list, because Charlotte will be jumping come late February to the CIAA tournament. And if you've seen what has happened over the years, and the amount of fans that actually travel to Charlotte for that event, and the activity they have going on around that city, come March Madness, you definitely want to be a part of that.
Well, I'm planning to be a part of it, and we're going to make that happen. We're going to finish in Charlotte, North Carolina. I told you that, and I'm going to stick to it, and we're going to push hard to make it happen. Mike Lyle doing the Lyle Files Live with me on this special edition of the Afternoon Locker Room. It's driven by Demon Dogs of Alsip, Illinois, the best hot dog stand in Chicagoland. Mike Lyle, thank you very much. Man, I'm looking forward to this call on Saturday. And as you told me to watch your Instagram from your trip, you better watch your Instagram from mine, because Saturday is going to be off the charts.
Hey, you know what, Brian? It's going to be fun, and I know you're excited and well-deserved. Have a great time. Be safe out there. And like I said, I'll be listening to the TuneIn app. That's where I can reach the broadcast, and I'm listening to a very good contest.
I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much. I'll come back with a full report on Monday, and we'll reconvene again.
You got it, my friend. We'll talk soon.
Mike Lyle of Lyle Files Live joining me on this special edition of the Afternoon Locker Room. And I tell you what, folks, if you missed the announcement, here it is. We will have live coverage, and I do mean live coverage, of the Circle City Classic from Indianapolis, Indiana, this Saturday. We will start our coverage at noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, and we will count you 2 hours down to kickoff from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Take a break. When we come back, I got another special guest to talk some more HBCU football and the impact of the broadcast. We'll tell you more about that. This is the Afternoon Locker Room, a special edition on the Arena Sports Network, driven by Sowers Ford.
All beef Chicago-style hot dogs. Burgers made from sirloin steaks and trimmed to perfection. Fresh cut fries made from Idaho russet Burbank potatoes. You don't need to sell your soul to get all this authentic Windy City flavor. Just come on down to Demon Dogs, 115th and Pulaski in Allsip, 708-388-3294, or online at demondogs.com. Demon Dogs, the best hot dog stand in Chicagoland. In this 24-hour super hype, analyze everything world of sports, most of you have enough time to hear the scores you want. Don't worry, the Arena Sports Network has you covered. ASN Night Drive is your daily dose of exactly what you need. The scores you're interested in from the leagues you follow. NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, NHL, and a few others that might make the grade. Because after all, sports has always been about the score. ASN Night Drive, evenings at 11 p.m. Eastern, only on the Arena Sports Network.
ASN is your weekend sports connection.
This Friday, it's Michigan City Wolves football as Michigan City takes on LaPorte at 7 p.m. Then Saturday, it's the 31st Circle City Classic from Indianapolis as Central State takes on Kentucky State at Lucas Oil Stadium. Kickoff is 3 p.m.
If it's the best in weekend sports, it's on ASN, where every team has a fan.
Have you heard the good news about a company that started 4 years ago and worked at a relentless pace based entirely upon one simple premise? Have you heard the good news about a place you can go to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region that you live in and the people involved? Have you heard the good news that you yourself can share stories about this same theme to others in your community? That place is LaPorteCountyLife.com. At LaPorteCountyLife.com, you can celebrate a company that had a crazy dream based on a belief that positive breeds positive and that people want to read, hear, and watch stuff about good people. At LaPorteCountyLife.com, you can go to a place to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region that you live in and the people involved. Want to see more? Want to read more? Want to hear more? Then go to LaPorteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news?
The Excelsior Appliance and Appurtenance Company, Incorporated, with a complete line of household appliances and It's the lady of the house, then.
What? Testing. 1, 2. Oh, sorry. You're listening to the Afternoon Locker Room on the Arena